Hi, this is John Clark from LifeToSuccess.com, and I'd like to welcome you to another episode of AskJohnClark.com. And again, I'd like to say thank you to all those who left comments for me. I really appreciate those who put together their questions and so forth. I really appreciate that. And keep them coming because it helps me. It helps me to keep going, and I appreciate that. I'm a lot of questions I get are about relationships and about people and about what how um, I really had a hard time with this person. What do I do? And um, it's a very interesting question because we go through our lives and we're at the we are at the mercy of a lot of people's mood swings and so forth, and how do we react to that? How do we get past those? Because people are people. We react differently to people. They're at the mercy of our swings and our mood swings and so forth, and it's tough because we've all got our own way of looking at things, and we got our own way of dealing with things. So um, when I come across this situation where someone's been crossed or someone has had a bad time with somebody, I look at it as a point to my thought is to bury the hatchet right away, to get rid of it, to get past it, because um, in my mind, the last thought that I want to have a person to have of me is that, wow, what a jerk he was. So, um, so what I mean by that is if I've crossed somebody, meaning that I did something that wasn't agreeable to somebody and they found it didn't wasn't good for them. As soon as I realize that, it could be a day, could be an hour, could be 10 minutes, I immediately go back and apologize to that person because life is too short to number one let them go with that bad feeling, because a lot of people, and I was one of them, used to carry bad feelings on for a day or two. You weren't right around that person, and that has a lot to do with the relationship that you have with that person as well. But get rid of it. Get to the source. Get to the person. Apologize immediately, and get rid of that feeling. It's we live in a world now where it's who's getting who's respecting who. Um, Respect is something to be earned, and I found that by um, always being the first to apologize, always being the first to bury the hatchet, um, I tend to get a lot more respect from people, and people are quite shocked and amazed when an apology comes. I've had people that have come up to me after I've went through my apology thing and said, I've never had anybody apologize to me ever. And I thought that was really odd because I've always made it a practice to do that. And you assume what you do, most everybody else does, but that's not the case. So be the first to bury the hatchet. Be the first to apologize. Again, in my mind, when I cross somebody, the last thought I want is for them to think of me as a jerk, because I look at myself and if I left and got ran over by a car and I didn't bury the hatchet with that person, their last thought of me would be that last argument, and I don't want that to happen. Unless it's life or death, I can't think of anything that is so meaningful that you couldn't get past it with somebody, unless it's life or death. If the important, if the relationship is that important to you, you'll find a way to bury it. So, again, unless it's life and death and you got to make decisions quick, don't hold that grudge. And I appreciate your time. If you have any thoughts or concerns about this, thoughts or comments about this. I greatly appreciate it. And I will be posting another one within the week or so. And you have a great week. And if you have any questions, you can always contact me at the website. Thank you.